Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Task force set up by the government to tackle the challenge of novel coronavirus. Medical experts say it can be prevented by simple precautionary measures. Third confirmed case with a history of China visit reported in Kerala. Health Ministry says patient is stable and being monitored. Uttar Pradesh police arrest 108 persons of Popular Front of India for its role in violence related to anti-CAA protests in the state. Both houses of parliament witnessed ruckus by opposition over Citizenship Amendment Act, NRC and other related issues. Top leaders joined the campaign trail for upcoming Delhi Assembly elections. The government has constituted a task force to deal with the coronavirus infection in the country. The task force comprises of Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Minister of State for Home Affairs G. Kishan Reddy and Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. Talking to reporters outside Parliament, Kishan Reddy said the task force will meet today and consider all the measures for precaution from the virus.
आज एक टास्क फोर्स का गठन किया गया भारत के अंदर जो स्थिति देखते हुए क्या प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर्स लेना चाहिए। अभी चाइना तो वायरस जिस देश में है उस देशों से जो भी पैसेंजर्स आते हैं उसके लिए कैसा प्रिकॉशन लेके उसका चेकिंग करना चाहिए और भारत में ट्रीटमेंट कैसा होना चाहिए।
A third positive case of novel coronavirus has been reported in the Kasaragod district of Kerala. The patient, who has tested positive for the coronavirus, is in an isolation ward in a hospital. The Health Ministry said the patient is stable and is being closely monitored. The patient has a travel history from China. The two positive cases of novel coronavirus in Kerala are presently isolated and reported to be clinically stable. Health Ministry said the second case is also a student studying in Wuhan and was in contact with the first reported case. More details from our correspondent.
Kerala Health Minister K.K. Shailaja said that the condition of the patient is stable and is being closely monitored. The condition of the other two infected persons from Thrissur and Alappuzha district had improved and their further reports are being awaited. In the wake of infection, the state remains in high alert and nearly 2,000 people are under observation. Government had strengthened preventive measures. Fully equipped isolation wards are arranged in all districts with 24/7 functional control rooms. Meanwhile, to avoid delay in confirmation of infection, coronavirus detection had been started in Alappuzha Medical College Virology Institute, where over 200 samples could be checked daily. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
Meanwhile, the travel advisory has been further revised and people have been asked to refrain from travel to China. Anyone with travel history in China since the 15th of last month and from now on could be quarantined. E-visa facility for Chinese passport holders has been temporarily suspended and facility for submitting application online for physical visa from China is also suspended. E-visa already issued to Chinese nationals is not valid temporarily. People having compelling reasons to visit India have been asked to contact the Indian Embassy in Beijing or the consulate in Shanghai or Guangzhou. 645 persons evacuated from Wuhan are at two quarantine centres at DGAFMS in Manesar and ITBP Chawla camp. One of the evacuees in Manesar is symptomatic and was shifted to the Army Base Hospital. The Health Ministry said the person is stable. In Tamil Nadu, a patient has been admitted in Trichy's Government Medical College Hospital with suspected symptoms of coronavirus. Speaking to All India Radio News, Trichy, the Dean of the Medical College Hospital, Dr. Vanitha, has said there is no need to panic about the condition of the patient who has come from Singapore. In Kolkata, the State Health Department is keeping a special watch at Chinatown, a colony of Chinese origin people at Tangra, as a precautionary measure. The Health Department has also started special health checkup at Indo-Bangladesh border at Gade, Petropol and Healy, besides scanning at Kolkata and Haldia ports. Medical experts say the coronavirus can be prevented by taking several measures. In an exclusive interview to AIR News, Director All India Institute of Medical Sciences AIIMS, Delhi, Professor Randeep Guleria said this must be followed by the people, particularly who have come from China. He said the measures will contain the spread of the viral infection.
Coronavirus is a respiratory virus. Droplet infection means that the virus spreads when someone coughs, and on coughing there are droplets produced in the air. These droplets carry the virus, and if someone else in the near vicinity inhales these droplets, the virus reaches his respiratory tract, causing the infection in the throat and in the lungs. To prevent infection, one must be careful while coughing. Cough into tissue or into handkerchief. If that is not available, cough into your elbow so that decrease the spread of the infection.
Another leading expert, head of the Medicine Department of AIIMS, Dr. Ashutosh Biswas, told AIR News that there is no need to panic due to the coronavirus, and the government is keeping a strict vigil on the situation.
Government of India has taken very strong steps क्योंकि जो हमारे इंडियन नेशनल से उसको लाया गया है, रिस्पांसिबिलिटी है उनकी हमारी तरफ से, और ये नहीं कि हम छोड़ दे, सीरियस है, रिस्क है, जैसे पॉजिटिव 2 केसेस पाए गए हैं और ये फैलने का बहुत ही रिस्क है. अब हमें पूरी तरह से रेडी है, आर्म फोर्सेस और ITBP जैसे पूरा फोर्स लगे हुए हैं इसको कंटेन करने के लिए.
China is struggling with the new coronavirus as the total of 17,238 cases have been confirmed on the Chinese mainland and at least 160 cases confirmed in more than 24 countries. 361 people in China and 1 in Philippines died from the virus. 475 patients have so far recovered in China. Chinese Foreign Ministry has said 16 foreigners in China have been infected with the 2019 NCOV as of February 2nd. Among them, 2 have recovered and been discharged from the hospital, and 14 are in quarantine and in stable condition. China has said it is worrisome that some taxis, hotels and restaurants in Sri Lanka were refusing to entertain Chinese citizens and asserted that true friendship could and must stand the test of difficulties. In Hong Kong, hundreds of hospital workers have gone on strike, demanding the border with mainland China be completely closed to reduce the risk of the coronavirus spreading. The Uttar Pradesh police has arrested 108 persons associated with the Popular Front of India in the last 4 days. In December 2019, the Uttar Pradesh police had sought a ban on the PFI after its complicity was suspected in the statewide violent protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act. Avnish K. Awasthi, Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department, today said in a press conference in Lucknow that 108 people of the organization have been arrested, and these are in addition to the 25 persons who were arrested earlier in a case of inciting violence in the state. He said more information is being gathered about the organization, including information of their financial transactions. Mr. Awasthi said police are also taking assistance from central agencies in this case. The government has said that the discussion on the President's address will start in both Houses of Parliament today. Talking to media outside Parliament, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Ram Meghwal said 12 hours have been allotted to each House for discussion. He said Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma of BJP will initiate the discussion in the Lok Sabha, while in the Rajya Sabha, Bhupendra Singh Yadav will start the discussion. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. The Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2 p.m. following ruckus by the opposition on the Citizenship Amendment Act, NPR and related issues. When the House met at 12 noon after the first adjournment, the members from the Congress, Left, TMC, BSP, SP and others again tried to raise the issue, but Deputy Chairman Harivansh denied permission. Leader of the opposition, Ghulam Nabi Azad, said the people are protesting across the country against the CAA and urged the chair to allow the issue to be raised. As noisy scenes continued, the House was adjourned till 2 p.m. Earlier, the House paid tribute to the departed Sultan of Oman, Qaboos bin Saeed Al Saeed. It also expressed condolences over the loss of lives in tragic bushfire incidents in Australia. News just in, the Lok Sabha has taken up the discussion on the motion of thanks on the President's address ahead of the budget of Parliament. The discussion was initiated by BJP MP Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma. Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 3 p.m. following noisy scenes. In the Lok Sabha also, opposition MPs led by the Congress created an uproar today. As soon as the House met for the day, Congress, DMK, BSP and Left MPs trooped to the well of the House, shouting slogans of Save Democracy. Members also raised slogans over the Citizenship Amendment Act and the National Register of Citizens. The agitated members raised slogans when MOS Finance Anurag Thakur stood to answer a question for his recent controversial remarks during the Delhi election campaign. Speaker Om Birla repeatedly asked members to go back to their seats, but they continued sloganeering during the question hour. Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas Dharmendra Pradhan today informed the Lok Sabha that the refill consumption of LPG consumers under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana PMUY who are at least 1 year old is 3.27 refills per annum. In a written reply to questions posed by Congress MP Hebe Eden, the Petroleum Minister said the adoption and use of LPG on sustained basis by a beneficiary of PMUY depends on various factors including behavioral changes. The Minister also said that the government has introduced the targeted direct benefit transfer DBT PEHL system to directly transfer the subsidy in the account of LPG consumers. The Supreme Court today resumed the exercise of framing questions to be deliberated upon by it in dealing with the issue of discrimination against women in various religions, including entry of females at Sabrimala Temple in Kerala. A 9-judge bench headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde is hearing several senior lawyers, including jurist F.S. Nariman, on the issue of framing of questions to be decided by it. A reference relating to discrimination of women in various religions was made to a larger bench through a judgment delivered on November the 14th last year in the Sabrimala case. Campaigning is in full swing for the upcoming Delhi Assembly elections, which will be held on Saturday. Prominent leaders from different political parties trying to woo the voters through road shows, public meetings and door-to-door campaign. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address an election rally in Karkarduma in East Delhi this afternoon. Senior BJP leader and Home Minister Amit Shah will also hold a roadshow and address 4 rallies. Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh will hold a roadshow at Kalkaji and will address a public meeting at Harinagar. Delhi Chief Minister and AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal held a roadshow in Dwarka. Delhi will go to the polls on the 8th of this month to elect a 70-member assembly. Counting of votes will be taken up on the 11th. The Delhi High Court today sought responses of the Election Commission and the Centre on a plea by 11 independent candidates challenging rejection of their nominations for the forthcoming Delhi Assembly polls. A bench of Chief Justice D.N. Patel and Justice C. Hari Shankar issued notices to the Centre and the EC seeking their stand on the candidates' plea. Candidates also challenged a single-judge order declining to entertain their petition in the matter. The division bench said it will hear the matter on Wednesday. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange rose 68 points to trade at 39,804 a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange was up 25 points to 11,687 in the intra-day trade, but at the forex market, the rupee weakened 25 paise to 71 rupees 57 paise against the dollar in afternoon deals. At least 4 Turkish soldiers were killed and 9 others wounded in intensive shelling today by Syrian government forces in northwestern Syria. Turkey's National Defense Ministry said 6 Syrian troops were also killed in the shelling. The exchange comes amid a Syrian government offensive into the last rebel-held territory located in Idlib and parts of the nearby Aleppo region. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Task force set up by the government to tackle the challenge of novel coronavirus. Medical experts say it can be prevented by simple precautionary measures. 3rd confirmed case with a history of China visit reported in Kerala. Health Ministry says patient is stable and being monitored. Uttar Pradesh police arrest 108 persons of Popular Front of India for its role in violence related to anti-CAA protests in the state. Both houses of parliament witnessed ruckus by opposition over Citizenship Amendment Act, NRC and other related issues. And top leaders joined the campaign trail for upcoming Delhi Assembly elections. And with that, we end the midday news.